So in this video, I'm going to go through the best evergreen marketing strategies for you to generate more leads, appointments, and clients. So first of all, why should you be interested in evergreen marketing strategies? Well, I've tried pretty much every marketing strategy that you can think of. And what I found is that some definitely work better than others, as you probably already know. But what I've been really obsessed with is trying to find out which marketing strategies or marketing channels can generate the biggest output or the most clients for the least amount of input. Because if you can do this, you'll then be able to scale up quicker and you'll be able to generate more clients more profitably. So evergreen strategies are all about doing the work once and then reaping the rewards for months and years into the future. And I haven't really seen too many people talk about evergreen marketing strategies. A lot of people are talking about things like how to do cold calling and cold email and how to prospect every day to get more clients. And those marketing strategies can definitely work, but they're not very evergreen. You have to always be putting in the work to generate some results. So let me go through some of the top evergreen marketing strategies that I've used in my own business and also for clients. Now, the first one is going to be creating blogs, but not blogs in the way that everyone else is creating blogs. A lot of people are just creating blogs and content for the sake of creating content. And the problem with that is that most of these blogs and the content that you create doing it this way, even if they get traffic, they don't generate a lot of sales. And I made this mistake as well in my own business. I would sometimes chase traffic to try and create blogs that would get a lot of visitors, but it didn't always generate sales. So I'll give you a quick example of this. If you go to this article I created a few years ago. So this is an article I created called The Best AI Image Generator Tools for Marketers. The thinking behind this is because I work with some clients that are in the marketing space, they have a marketing agency or they're marketing consultants. I was thinking if I can just get them to go to this article, they'll be able to see what it is that I do, and then they might be interested in working with me. So not only will I potentially get some money through like affiliate income through these products that if they click on it and they make a purchase, I get some affiliate money. But on top of that, more importantly than that, I might be able to get some clients from this article if they land on this page and then they, maybe click on one of the links here and go into my sales funnel. And if you look at the traffic for this page, it gets, a good few thousand visitors every month going to it. But the reality is, because I can track where all of my clients come from, I don't get any clients at all from this article. All I get is traffic. And yes, I do make a few affiliate sales and things like that, but nothing in comparison to some of the other articles I'm going to show you in just a second. So this is a good example of what not to do. So I don't recommend creating articles like this, which generate a lot of traffic. Instead, I recommend creating articles that are focused exactly on generating clients. I call these the money articles, right? Articles that will actually directly contribute to clients, because if someone searches for this, there's a very high chance they're going to be looking for your services. So here's another example of another article that I created. If you look at the traffic here, it gets only 161 visitors every month. It's down a little bit this month because we are in December, so the traffic always goes down during the holidays. But the point is, it gets, just over 100 or just under 200 visitors each month organically from Google. So much less traffic compared to this one here, right, with 4,000 visitors or clicks each month that it gets. But this article, even though it just has 100 or 200 visitors each month, this article generates at least 1 or 2 clients every single month. And that just goes to show that it's not all about traffic. Sometimes it's the quality of the traffic, because this is just one article. And I have lots of different articles like this that are targeting very specific keywords that people will search for. And if they search for this keyword, they're very likely to become a client. So if, for example, someone goes to Google, they're, in the B2B space and they're looking to target other business owners using Facebook ads, if we go to an incognito window and type that in, you can actually see it's ranked currently number 2 in the search results. And the reason I show you this as an example of an evergreen strategy is that you might see this and think, okay, this was just created in 2024. But no, if we edit the post and actually have a look at the date that this was created, you'll see here in the published date that it was actually created in 2018. That is a very long time ago. And this is a great example of an article that I've created once, and all I do every year is I just update the text here from 2018 to 2019, 2020, now we're in 2024 and we're about to go into 2025. And all I do is I update the text for this article every single year. And that's all I do. And this article generates new clients every single month. So this is a great example of what I'm talking about when I say evergreen marketing strategies. And even though 1 or 2 clients a month from one article doesn't really sound like a lot in the grand scheme of things, but this is just one article. I have many other articles on specific keywords like this, that if you type that into Google, for example, here's just another one. Let me go to Google Incognito again. And if you type in financial advisor Facebook ads, you can see I'm ranked number 1. This is for a very specific keyword. So if there's ever a financial advisor that is looking for help with Facebook ads, they're going to go into my article. And this is, again, another article that generates clients every single month. And there's lots of different articles like this that you can create that can generate clients every month. So the key takeaway from this is to create content that your potential clients are actually searching for on Google, because this is the content that's going to convert into clients. And try to be as specific as possible with the content. For example, if I was trying to just create an article called Facebook ads or how to run Facebook ads, that's going to have way too much competition. But if I target the keyword that I just showed you, which is financial advisor Facebook ads, or it could be any other niche and then Facebook ads, that's going to have much less competition. It's going to get less traffic, but it's going to be more realistic in terms of actually ranking for it. And that traffic is also going to be very, very targeted and also convert better. So those are the kind of articles that I'm talking about. This is so important that for our done for you clients that sign up to work with us, this is why if we go to the one of the last steps in the process where we help them set up the lead generation channels, this is why we actually do the research for them to figure out what is the content to create that is likely to indicate that this person will convert into a client. And again, I have so many clients that have worked with me that in the past they were creating blogs and they never generated any leads from these blogs. And the reason is because they're just targeting the wrong things in the blog. They're either going too broad where it's just too difficult to rank for this kind of keyword, or they're just targeting just random blogs or random keyword topics that don't really convert into clients. Kind of like the AI image generator example that I gave you here that I created a few years ago, that generates a lot of traffic, but it doesn't generate any clients. So this would be the first evergreen lead generation strategy. It's going to be creating blogs that your potential clients are actually searching for. And if you need help with this, or you want to do a little bit more of a deep dive into how do you do this and how do you get traffic from the blog to actually convert into leads, appointments, and clients, then just click the link in the description of this video to watch my free masterclass training, and then pay special attention to step 4 of that video, because that's where I go through how to do this in more detail. So anyway, that's the first evergreen marketing strategy that I've seen work really well. The second one is YouTube. So if we go to my YouTube channel here, you can see I don't have hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers or anything like that. My videos even don't get millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views, just a few thousand views, sometimes a few hundred views if it's really, really specific. But the point is that if you do the same thing, so the same topic that you do a blog on, you can actually create a YouTube video on the same topic. So if we go down, you see that there's a YouTube video in here. I'm just going to pause this so you can kind of see it. This is actually an old video. You can see I created it 5 years ago, but it still has a good, few thousand views that have gone to it. And again, the same thing with this video. You can appear at the top of not just Google, but at the top of YouTube search as well for keywords related to your business. And you can do this just by creating YouTube videos. What you can do is you can actually kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak, because you could create an article and then you can use the content in the article. You can use that as a script to then create your YouTube video, which is really cool. So that's the second thing I would recommend doing. And with YouTube videos, it doesn't have to be anything super fancy. Some of my videos I'm on camera. Other videos I'm not on camera, like this one where I'm just kind of sharing my screen and just talking and going through some of the strategies that I use. And you see that, again, it's nothing fancy. You'll see that the thumbnails are super simple. This is, it literally looks like anyone could create a thumbnail like this. It's nothing super advanced. You can create something like this in Canva very easily. But the point is basically creating content that is going to be targeting things or keywords that your potential clients are, again, looking for help with. So YouTube would be the second best evergreen strategy that I've seen work well. And the big advantage to YouTube is that you don't need to worry so much about all the technical stuff. If you already have a website with a blog, you can probably already very easily post blogs on your website. But if you don't already have a website with a blog, you need to set up a WordPress website and you need to get all that stuff up and running, which can sometimes be a bit more technical in order order to do that. It's not impossible. You can get it done, but it does sometimes require a little bit more work to set up. Whereas with YouTube, you literally just create a video. You can just start sharing your screen like I'm doing right now. You can just create a video on any topic, or you can just talk to the camera. I've got other videos where I just talk in front of the camera about a topic, and you just upload that video to YouTube. And if the video is good, YouTube will just push it out to more people, not just in YouTube search, but they'll push it out in the YouTube algorithm as well. Now, when it comes to actually generating leads from YouTube, it's really, really important that you actually send people from your YouTube video to your sales funnel. So you need to have a sales funnel which gives away some value, some educational content in order for people to learn more about how you can help them. So that's why in my YouTube video, there's a link going to my sales funnel, and in all the videos that I've created, and even in all of the blogs that I create, like even here, you can see there's another link going to my sales funnel. If someone clicks on any of these links, they're going to be going to the sales funnel. And this is a sales funnel where they can enter their name and email to watch a masterclass training or a video where I go into a deeper dive on how to solve this problem. So when you're using these evergreen marketing strategies, just remember, whether you're using YouTube, blogging, or anything else, you want to send people to your funnel. Don't just send people to a contact page, or don't just send people to an application form or a scheduling link where they can book a call in your calendar. You need to usually, in most cases, you need to provide them with more value first. And then if they like what they hear in a video, so for example, after someone enters the name and email, they'll be redirected to my video page. And then if they like what they hear on the video, they can then click on a button to schedule a call in my calendar. But the difference is that because I'm providing value up front, I'm going to be generating not just more leads, but also more appointments, and also better quality appointments as well, because people are watching a video that explains how I can help them first before scheduling that call. So again, when you're creating this content, whether it's YouTube or blogs, just make sure you send people to your sales funnel. And these two strategies alone, I would say, are the top two evergreen marketing strategies when it comes to what are the most profitable evergreen strategies. And this is really something that you just do once and you can reap the rewards for many, many years into the future. I just showed you with these examples with my YouTube videos and my blogs that I created years ago. And they're still generating new leads and new clients every month. Now, the third evergreen marketing strategy that I would recommend, which, just as a disclaimer, is not as profitable as YouTube and Google, but YouTube and Google does take some time for you to start ranking, and it does take some work. So, you know, every channel has its pros and cons. YouTube and Google, it's very profitable, but it's not very fast. But again, once you're ranking and once you put in the effort to create that content once, you can reap the rewards for many years into the future. But the third evergreen marketing channel is actually paid ads. And that would be more specifically either Facebook ads or TikTok ads. I think Facebook ads I've seen more recently is starting to work a bit better again compared to TikTok ads. There was a time when TikTok ads was working really, really well, and it still is working well, but it was working much better than Facebook ads. And that's because there were less advertisers on it, so you could generate leads at a much lower cost. And for many of my clients, you can still generate leads at a lower cost on TikTok compared to Facebook, but I have started to see the trend again where, as of right now, as of recording this video, Facebook ads is starting to catch up again, and it is starting to get better results for a lot of clients when it comes to generating leads in a very evergreen way. Now, Facebook ads is great because you just need to create one or a few profitable ads, and if those ads convert well, you can generate leads, appointments, and clients for months into the future. Now, again, disclaimer, Facebook ads or any paid advertising channel, it works well up to a certain point. So if your goal, kind of like what most of my clients is, you know, their goal is to get 10, 15, 30 or more appointments, so they're not looking to get hundreds of appointments each month. They just want, you know, maybe 10 to 30 or 40 or 50 really good quality appointments every single month. That's what they're aiming for. If that's your goal, you can do that with Facebook ads, and you don't need to have like huge budgets or anything like that. And there's a very low chance that your ads will then get saturated because everyone will see your ad. And I've got clients that are getting 10 to 30 appointments each month from Facebook ads, and they've been running the same ads for years without ever touching it. So just think about that for a second. They can start running an ad, or you could start running an ad. You launch the ad, and if it all converts really well, again, you send people to your sales funnel, you get them to watch your video sales letter, your video that explains how you can help them. And if everything converts really well, you can just leave the ad on running every single month and you can continue to get more and more appointments. Now, the only time this doesn't work is when you want to get more, a lot more than 30 appointments, because that's when you now need to start spending more money each day. So we have some clients that spend $1,000 a day with ads. For those kind of clients, they need to actually change their ad creatives a lot more often, because they're just reaching more people so much quicker. And then what happens is, if you don't change your ad creatives very often, you can then saturate your audience, and then your ads stop working as well as they used to. But if your goal is just to get 10 to 30 appointments, just to kind of get started, just to kind of get some leads and appointments coming in, you can do that very comfortably with a smaller budget, maybe of, I don't know, anywhere from $100 to $200, $300, $400 a day. You could do that without really saturating your audience. In some cases, every situation is different. So you'd have to see exactly what is the size of your audience and how much would you need to spend to saturate that audience. But for a lot of our clients, we found that with budgets more on the smaller end, let's just say $100-$200 a day, you can pretty much a lot of the time just leave those ads running without you having to worry about it. So it is a very evergreen marketing strategy. So what I typically recommend to clients who work with us is to do both. So that's why if we go back to our lead generation services page, so if you go back to this step here, you'll see that we have both organic lead generation channels and paid channels, because if you do both at the same time, what can happen is you can get the short-term results by running Facebook ads, for example, and then in the background, while you're working on the Google and YouTube content, in maybe 3-6 months down the line, you now have another evergreen channel that is generating leads in a way that is much more profitable than Facebook ads. And you now have the choice. You can either continue running Facebook ads if you're happy with that, because even if it's working well, Facebook ads are still going to take a chunk of your profit in order to run the ads in the first place. And you can even be okay with that. You can be happy with that and just accept that that's how it is. Or you can just say, hey, maybe I just want to focus more on this because this is more profitable. I generate more profit for every client I acquire because I'm not paying for ads. So you have the option at least to decide if you want to maybe turn off your ads and just focus on these organic channels, or you can just continue to leave both running. But at least you have that option. You have that choice, which is a nice position to be in. So that's why I've had some clients email me saying that they've had so many leads from Facebook ads that they just need to turn it off in order to manage it. And again, that's one of the great things about Facebook ads, is that you can turn it on and off whenever you like. So again, it's your choice, but I would recommend, if you can, to do both, because that way you get both the short-term and long-term results. And if you do these strategies that I just mentioned here, you'll be able to generate leads in a way that is evergreen, which means you do the work once, because it does take work and money in order to set all of this stuff up. But once it's set up, you can then generate leads, appointments, and clients predictably every month. That's pretty much everything that we do in our business. Our goal is for you to get leads and appointments every month with your ideal clients, which is why if you go to our funnel, you'll be able to see that it's all about getting predictable sales appointments, right? It's being able to know how many appointments you're going to be getting every single month consistently. And that's what you can do using some of these evergreen marketing strategies that I've gone through. So again, if you want to learn more about how it works, just click that link and I'll see you on the other side.